the MTTS WARMER. This video will provide instructions on how to install and use the MTTS WARMER. Part 1 covers installation of the machine, and Part 2 covers its use. Assembling the warmer. To take the machine out of the box, cut the yellow strips and remove the lid. Then remove all the styrofoam surrounding the warmer. When all the styrofoam is removed, use a razor or box cutter to cut the sides of the box. Cut all the way down to the floor. Now the warmer can be easily rolled out of the box. Included in the box you will find the warmer bed, the overhead heater unit, a stand with the control box, 2 buckets and 2 wire stands, a set of 4 screws and washers, a power cord, 2 skin sensors, and 1 user manual. The only tools you'll need to assemble the warmer are a pair of wrenches, sizes 14 and 10. Now you're ready to assemble the machine. The first step is to attach the heater unit to the warmer stand and control box. Before you begin, lay out the pieces and the screws. There are 4 screws, 1 spring washer and 1 regular washer for each screw. Now, place the heater unit on its back. Take the arm with the control box and place it on top of the heater unit. Align the holes and insert the screws and washers. Now tighten the screws with a size 10 wrench. Now connect the heater unit and the control box to the bed. Before you begin, it is important to lock the wheels of the bed. To lock the wheels of the bed, press the lock down with your foot. The first step in connecting the heater unit and control box to the bed is to loosen but not completely remove the 3 nuts on the section of the bed that will hold the stand. You'll need the size 14 wrench for this. Take the assembled piece and insert the stand into the socket on the corner with the bolts. Tighten the 3 screws using the size 14 wrench. Now connect the heater cable from the control box to the heater unit. To secure the cord, tighten the connector ring at the end of the heater cable. Now connect the power cord to the control box. And plug the cord into the power source. Place 1 wire stand into the holder on the inside of the warmer leg. Place the bucket into the wire stand. Repeat on the other side. Underneath the warmer bed, there is also a drawer for storage. Now let's go over some of the components of the warmer. The IV pole can be raised and lowered. To do this, simply loosen and tighten this nut. To open the stand, simply lift it up. To close the stand, lift it slightly, squeeze the levers and slowly release. The sides of the bed can be raised and lowered as needed. To lower the sides, simply lift up slightly and slowly swing the side out and down. The warmer is now ready to use. Using the machine. Before putting a baby onto the treatment bed, you need to clean the mattress. First using a dry, clean cloth, then using a disinfectant solution. The warmer can be turned on by pressing the switch on the lower right side of the control box. Next, plug the skin sensor into the appropriate socket on the control box. When the machine turns on, the lower blue display screen will display several messages. The first is the total number of hours the machine has been used. Because this is a new machine, the display reads 0 hours. The next message will indicate that the machine is warming up. It will take approximately 10 minutes for the machine to reach the appropriate temperature. Using the white dial, you can select the temperature set point. The range of set points is between 34 and 38 degrees Celsius. The set point will be displayed on the bottom screen. The sensor temperature, which indicates the temperature of the baby, is displayed on the upper black screen. Once you've placed the baby on the treatment bed, attach the skin sensor using medical tape. While the sensor is connected, it will regulate the temperature of the machine based on feedback from the sensor. If the skin sensor temperature rises 1 degree or more above the set point, an alarm will sound and the blue screen will display the message, "Temp too high." You can mute the sound of this alarm for 10 minutes by pressing the flashing red button. Similarly, if the sensor temperature drops 1 degree or more below the set point, an alarm will sound and the blue screen will display the message, "Temp too low." You can also mute the sound of this alarm by pressing the red button. If the overhead heater unit is disconnected from the control box, or if there is a heater element failure, an alarm will sound and the blue screen will display the message, "Heater failure." This alarm cannot be muted. If the skin sensor is disconnected from the control box or falls off the baby, the warmer will go into safe mode, regulating the temperature based on ambient temperatures. The alarm will sound every 5 seconds and the blue screen will display the message, "Checking sensor, sensor off the baby." The alarm cannot be turned off until the sensor has been properly connected again or the machine has been switched off. To disconnect the skin sensor, first unplug the sensor from the control box, then remove the tape and sensor from the baby. While the warmer is on, you can use the procedure light. To turn this on, press the switch on the front of the overhead heater unit. This light will not turn on if the rest of the warmer is switched off. The last feature we will demonstrate is the APGAR timer, which reminds the clinician to check the APGAR scores at the recommended times. To use the APGAR timer, press the green button when placing the baby in the warmer. The reminder alarm will go off at minutes 1, 5, 10, 20, and 30 are approaching. 6 double beeps will sound to indicate when to check the APGAR. This alarm cannot be muted. The MTTS V3000 and the MTTS Radiant Warmer can be used together. To do this, place the overhead phototherapy device next to the warmer and adjust the angle of the overhead unit so that the patient is exposed to the LED light. It is very important that the phototherapy device does not come between the heater unit and the baby. By placing the overhead phototherapy at an angle from the side, we ensure that the phototherapy does not block the baby's exposure to heat and the heat does not damage the top of the overhead phototherapy.